Hey there, guys. Frankomatic here with Cess,
Heyo.
and this is this is the TurboCD bio screen.
Okay.
TurboCD is something I don't think I've used on this channel as of yet, so that's new. But before we get started, it is the year of the 30th anniversary of the Dragonball anime. And if any of you thought I was going to let that slip by unnoticed, you don't know me well enough. That said, let's get into this, shall we?
Sure.
It's Bandai.
バイバイみんな。ここまでよくやったなご飯。すごかったぞ。おっと。母さんにすまねって言っといてくれ。悟空カカロット悟空さんお父さん悟空さん
So yeah, this is Dragon Ball Z Idainaru Goku Densetsu, a game for the TurboCD / PC Engine CD that never made it out of Japan. It is basically kind of a memoriam to Goku's life up to Cell. I'm gonna skip this because we have this instead. It doesn't quite match up, but they tried. Yep, this is one of the few Dragon Ball Z games left that I had a feeling nobody would know anything about, so, now that I've got this muted.
この世にはびこる許せぬ悪を所長のちょいと退治する正義の戦士グレートサイヤマンここに誕生わーかっこいいこれならばっちりだどうだゴテ新しい決めポーズかっこいいだろすごくかっこいいやっぱり世界一強くてかっこいいのは兄ちゃんだね違 うよ。一番強くてかっこいい人は他にいるんだ。誰なの？僕らの父さんさ。お父さん？だって僕お父さんのこと全然知らないもん。そうか。だったら父さんのこと全部5点に教えてやるぞ。ほんと？わーい！よし、早速始めるぞ。5点。
Alright, with that introduction that I don't fully understand out of the way, the setup bounding box of this game is it's taking place in the time just before the World Tournament that starts off the Buu Saga. And Gohan has decided to tell his little brother some stories about their dad, since Goku's been, dead for his entire life up to this point. And that gives us our Mega Man Boss X-esque selection screen here of Tao Pai Pai, Ten Shin Han in the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, Piccolo Daimo, current day Piccolo in the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, good old Vegeta, and a very off-model looking Frieza. So, obviously it makes sense to start from earliest and go on, right?
Yeah.
So, let's do this thing.
Ni-chan, Tao Pai Pai ってなんだかおっぱいみたいな名前だね。確かにあんまり強そうじゃないな。とんでもないわ。あなたたち、タオパイパイの強さを全然分かってないよね。いいわ、私が教えてあげる。B さんの形見の通信中を探して旅に出た孫君が出会ったのが世界最強最悪の軍隊レッドリボン軍だったのよ。ドラゴンボールを狙うレッドリボン軍と孫君の戦いは断然孫君が優勢だったわ。それでレッドリボン軍が最後の切り札として差し向けてきたのが世界一の殺し屋タオパイパイだったのよ。
ドドンパ
ー！タオパイパイの強さの前にさすがの孫君も負けてしまったの。でもなんとか命が助かった孫君はかりん島でかりん様から猛特訓を受け再びタオパイパイに戦いを挑んだのよ。タオパイパイってそんなに強いやつだったのか。お父さん頑張れ！
おとなしくドラゴンボールを渡せ。それとも今度こそ本当に死にたいか？
ボールは渡さねえぞ。おめえなんかにもうやらんねえかんな。
And that was, of course, just the setup. So let's pause this for a second here, as this game plays really odd, and no one will understand what's going on, more than likely.
Okay.
Alright, here's Mr. Mouse Pointer I turned on specifically to do this. This whole area is where a lot of graphics will be happening.
Okay.
That's basically it. Okay, coming down here, we got Goku, Tao Pai Pai. This thingy here is the stance you're currently in. There are 4 of them, but right now we only have access to 3. This red one is attack. It's focused on offense.
Mm-hmm.
There is a green one that you'll see me flip to a lot. That is for recharging your ki.
Okay.
And there's a black one that I will almost never use in this stage, which is a defensive one.
Okay.
This blue bar is your ki bar. And Tao Pai Pai has one also. This thing in the middle here says what your current stance is. You'll see it flip around a lot, but in practice it doesn't really mean crap.
Okay.
These are the life bars.
Mm-hmm.
They are dual leveled, so there's another layer of red ones under this. This is the important thing. This is, let's call it momentum of the fight. As stuff happens up here, you'll see this kind of start pushing this way in the orange, or pushing this way in blue. Orange is my side, blue is Tao-Pai-Pai's side. If it fills up entirely orange, we move on to the second phase, and I have the advantage and get to try to attack for an actual damaging attack.
Okay.
Otherwise, he gets to try to do an actual attack, and I have to defend.
Okay.
So we'll come back to that when we get to one of those phases.
Alright.
Controls for this are a little weird. Holding right makes you move towards your opponent. Holding left makes you move away from your opponent, no matter what side you're on. Oop. Hold up. Okay, this is probably cutting off the bottom a bit, but I'm getting to attack. So here we've got... These in different combinations allow you to have different attacks. I don't know what any of it means. I do know what a lot of the combinations are. At this current age, Goku doesn't have a whole lot he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll try and show off most of his stuff at least. Down here is the important part of this. This shows how much ki you are going to put into your attack. And over here, on Tao-Pai-Pai's side, he has the same stuff, but because he's defending, it's all not active.
Mm-hmm.
When you're defending, all you do is pick how much ki you want to defend with. He is using a lot. The more you use, the better chance you have of defending successfully, but it's never a guarantee.
Okay.
This up here is the name of the technique you'll be using, and the Dragon Ball shows how much damage it'll do. And this is just a timer. When this runs out, your attack goes off. So that said, let's just do something simple, since he's using a ton of ki, and it probably won't get through anyway. Oh, it did get through.
Well, that was pretty lucky.
Yeah, sometimes your good attacks would block with next to nothing, and sometimes your wimpy attacks will get through when they have a huge amount of defense going into it. The other thing to keep in mind about the ki charging stance I was just in is you are highly vulnerable during it. You will take a load of damage. Here's Goku's big attack. This is the best damage attack we know right now. And yes, sometimes Tao-Pai-Pai will just straight up no-sell that like it's nothing. Since this is supposed to be the second fight with Tao-Pai-Pai, where Goku was powered up from his training with Korin, it's not particularly a tricky one. He is getting the advantage on it. Come on. There we go. I don't know what exactly triggers that attack, but it does a load of damage when it goes off. Goku's got some other two-hit combos in there. Let's just show those off before we try and Kamehameha him to death.
He's not lucky at all.
The one-star attack will remain for the entirety of the game, and it's basically just run up and punch the other guy in the face. All your opponents have to. They're a little different depending on the character, but they're all some variation of run up and tap the other guy. And that, I believe, is all the attacks we have access to right now. Well, I mean, I haven't done the pointless one-star attack, so I guess I could show that too, but even if I don't in this fight, we'll see it eventually. That happens sometimes. It just serves to drain your ki for no real gain. Unless you happen to not be in an attacking stance at the time, then it just gets killed.
ウパのこうちゃんの形をオラが取る。覚悟しろ。カメハメハ。
Man, you are really not even putting up a fight this time, Telepai Pie. I feel kind of bad. He almost always gets at least one hit in on me, so I wouldn't be surprised. And his first attack is always the same one. I'm not certain it's actually possible to defend against it, because I've never seen a defense work against it. Oop, and he's gonna hit me with it. Yeah, what the heck, he's using most of his ki, let's see if we can defend against it. Oh, I did.
You broke his sword, man. It's pretty rude.
おめえは素手で倒すぞ。
この世界一の殺し屋タオパイパイ様を素手で倒してやるだと。
そうだ。おめえみてえな悪いやつはこの手で直接倒さねえと気が済まねえんだ。
なめやがって後悔させてやるぞ。
There's an alternate version of that little scene if you get hit by that attack. Where they say different stuff. I don't know enough Japanese to be 100% certain what he's saying, but I'm pretty confident it's more like shock of Goku getting up from it without any real, damage. And here he's gonna just try and punch Goku in the face.
Miss.
The other thing you can do is block by doing this. Okay, I just want to fight right now, so never mind. Button 1 is your attack stance button. Button 2 is your defensive stance button. There's not really a ton of point in blocking this kind of attack. There's a specific thing in later stages that's worth blocking, but even then, I find dodging it works out a little better most of the time.
ほら、かりんとうで修行したんだ。おめえなんかに負けねえ。
Don't know exactly what he said there, but I'm pretty confident Goku just talked about climbing up Karin's tower. Even though I got hit, I won't take damage from that. You never take damage from counter hits. That's just your attack failed marker.
Yep.
Yeah, he's on his way out. We've seen most of his bag of tricks as it is. I think he can try and go down upon you, but it's pretty rare.
He didn't even try to defend that.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. Usually when they're trying to charge up for a bigger move. Because these guys will use anything they had at their disposal in the show and manga in these fights. But it's all random chance as to what they decide to use most of the time, so... Some of the bigger set-piece items are guaranteed to happen at some point.
おめえの手の内は分かった。今度はこっちの攻撃だ。
Like the sword combo.
Hmm.
カメハメハ。
This is kind of pathetic at this point, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm starting to think maybe I should have let him get a hit in on me.
堂々とかかってこい。
なめやがってこのクソガキが。
He'll block one of these eventually. I've never gotten through this without him blocking at least one.
カメハメハ。
At least he better. He's only got one more shot at it. Interestingly, this is one of the few fights in the game where you actually have to completely drain out the health bar.
ウッパの父ちゃんの形をオラが取る。覚悟しろ。
Should I give him one last chance to block it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
カメハメハ。
Come on, you can do it. Nope.
That was pathetic.
すまん。私が悪かった。許してくれ。頼む。この通りだ。もう二度と悪いことはしない。
どうする？
さらばだ。死ね
タオパイパイを倒した孫君は一気にレッドリボン軍の総本部に突撃。レッドリボン軍を全滅させたの。 たった一人で軍隊を全滅させるなんてさすが父さんだ。おてん、次のステージが楽しみだな。うん、ワクワクするね。
And that's one down. Alright. That seems like a good cut point. Stay tuned in this very video, because if I'm not too lazy about it, there will be a little bit of extra after this that I will splice in. But for now, later guys.
Later.
やっと死におったか。殺しのプロの恐ろしさに気づいた時にはもうすでに手遅れだったわけだ。
さすがにやるな。結構効いたぞ。
化け物か貴様。
手の内は読んだ。今度はオラの反撃開始だ。
ガキがお休みの時間だぞ。ドドンパー。
お父さん負けちゃったよ。でもまだ戦いはこれからだ。頑張ってまた挑戦してくれよ。